The truth about carbon bikes. Alloy. Alloy is real. Carbon is the biggest rip-off in the cycling industry. It's the biggest rip-off. Now I say that as an owner of some bling carbon bikes. I've ridden so many carbon bikes in the last 20 years. Owned, ridden, test ridden, reviewed, etc., raced. Carbon is the biggest scam in the cycling industry. It's a great material. I rate it. I love it. But let's be honest, it's the biggest fucking scam. It costs maybe $3, $4, maximum $500 US to produce a top shelf carbon bike, you know, at a cost wholesale value. But they're often sold for $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 for a carbon frame. You know, and there's so many lawyers, doctors, YouTubers, people earning big money who'll just blow it, make it rain at the bike shop, and it's just this illusion that carbon is a superior product. I like carbon because you can fix it if you can do crack it. If you snap your chainstay because your derailleur hanger was bent and it flips around and cracks your seat stay or chainstay, you can wrap that up, get that bad boy fixed. Alloy you can't. Alloy's going to recycling bin. Steel, it won't crack, it'll just bend. But it's a funny world out there, you know, that we just buy this stuff that's marked up. Even this iPhone, how much would it cost to make? Fucking pennies, man, pennies. But we just have this price, this car was carbon, it must be better. Now, if you've got a carbon bike, I don't want you to sit down there crying thinking you got ripped off. Alright? You didn't get ripped off. I mean, you paid more than, you know, someone made some good money off you. Someone made some good money off you. And the bike industry is a pretty cool industry, let's admit. Bikes fucking rule. Bikes rule. But the carbon, you know, people think, I'm going to get a carbon bike, I'm going to become like Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong made carbon bikes what they are today. He transformed the industry. When Lance Armstrong, when US Postal came to pro cycling, you know, it was 96, 97, and they had their Trek OCLV, remember those ones? The 5200s, 5500s, the 5900s, the Madones, the early model Madones, etc. Come in 2003 as well. SL, SSL, you know, the boron bottom bracket for an extra 6.9% stiffness. The marketing wake. EPO, motherfuckers, hemoglobin of 200, 6 watts per kilo for 1 hour. After 5 hours of racing, that's what it took. It's not the fucking 2% bottom bracket, chainstay, flex ratio, differential, wank. That's marketing crap. Anyway, so everyone said, oh, carbon bike, oh, it's got to be aluminium back then, you know, or steel. And that shit was alloy. And then the alloy with the carbon rear ends and those Pinarellos, etc. But, so Lance changed the game. Everyone started riding carbon because whatever wins, people go, oh my God. And Trek wasn't a road bike back then. Like, the only people who rode Trek were like people from Portland, you know? Or if you're diehard tourists, in terms of like a performance race bike like Trek, like what? Like maybe their Y series triathlon bikes were bought by a few, you know, well-heeled triathlete wannabes, but other than that, Trek was just like boom. But Lance made Trek where it's at. And when the truth came out, Trek just like, see you later, Lance. Thanks for all the years. Thanks for the billions of dollars of revenue. But the truth's out. Get out that fucking door, Lance. Go and ride a Specialized or something. And that's a sad, it's cutthroat. That's the industry. Lance changed the game. I think the first person to race a carbon bike maybe could have been Adelaide boy Patrick Yonker when he's riding the giant AIS. I think he was riding under Peter Post, if I remember correctly. It's a giant Cadex, the CFR. Remember those? I'm pretty sure Yonker was one of the first ones. And then the Look started making the carbon bikes. But Lance was the one who really blew carbon up. Lance really blew it up. You know, remember those Look KG381s, etc.? But Lance blew it up. Then that just become this thing. I used to work in a bike shop. We sold a lot of Trek, and people would come in looking for the Lance Armstrong special. And I'm like, you know what? It's actually the drugs. And they're like, what? What? And I actually say it. You know, Lance isn't clean. You know, like you got to dope. To beat Pantani, you got to have a similar hemoglobin level. You got to have more because you weigh more. Lance was like about 20 kilos more than Pantani, and he's dropping him. Imagine the blood volume that Lance had. Whew, fucking Jesus, man. Fucking gee, Lance could run a fucking community hospital for blood donations if he wanted to in the off season. You know, it's epic. So anyway, Lance changed the game. Lance got caught. Lance told the truth. P got persecuted. Carbon fallacy still going strong. They made for a few $100 in China, Cambodia, Taiwan. Fucking nothing's made in Italy these days. Painted in Italy, glued in Italy, assembled in Italy, not made in Italy. Asian Carbon still rocks that. Japanese Toray, getting pre-assembled, pre-pegged, etc. by Giant in Taiwan or sent off to Cambodia. Cannondale Super 6 frames, etc. It's all good. It's warranties is the main thing you're looking for on a carbon bike. But just don't think that carbon bike's going to turn you into this fucking big hitter, Lance Armstrong, superhuman champion. I mean, it's not. The alloy bikes these days, the Trekker, the CAD 12, these bikes are just high level, as good as any carbon bike out, as good as any bike out there. I mean, listen, creating a Trek 1 Series frame set is as good as any carbon bike out there. But again, if you want a bike because you like the look of it, then fucking buy it. But don't be under the illusion of marketing wank that you're going to become some super freak rider, because you ain't. Because at the end of the day, it's all about your blood volume, your glycogen retention, your hydration, and what's between your head. How much do you fucking want to get up that hill?